So one of the most important things that I'm learning, come to learn, more importantly, learning, is kindness. And to have that kindness not just towards others, obviously, but absolutely towards myself. Because the more kindness I have with myself, I will naturally bring it out to others in the world. And the energy of kindness is, just like everything else, on a vibration. So kindness vibration, then it came to me. To have a kindness vibration, the kindness vibrating within inside of me and putting it out to others. And then it hit me, kind vibe. Because, saying kindness vibration, okay, that's cool. But setting out a kind vibe, within myself and sending it out to others. So this kind vibe, I need to send a kind vibe. So I need to bring it up in myself, this kindness, vibration, kind vibe, and then send it out. And something miraculously started to happen. And when I focus on the energy of a kind vibe, I can feel that. It's only for a moment. But the good news is the moment is all we've got. So I can just do it over again if it doesn't last for more than a moment, which generally a couple moments. The more practiced I am at it, the more I'll be able to do it, and you as well. So, kind vibe. And so a little anagram or acronym came to me. Kind, knowing infinite nurturing devotion as a vibe, valuable, inexhaustible, brilliant energy. So, what does that even mean? Well, I love to break it down to two words. Knowing infinite nurturing devotion. Like, that just feels, I could feel the energy of kindness, that I know, infinite, greater than myself, not ending, not beginning, just this infinite, nurturing. And the energy of nurturing is kindness, love, connection, nurturing. Devotion, which is I'm devoted to the energy, my devotion. I give of my energy to this kindness. So knowing infinite, nurturing, devotion. And vibe, valuable. So the word value, and I talk about that a lot, is, an increased energy, an appreciative energy. Valuable, inexhaustible, going back to infinite, never runs out. Brilliant, it's brilliant in the terms of, it's like bright and shiny and beyond dull. There's no dullness to it. It can't be dulled. Valuable, inexhaustible, brilliant energy is a vibe. And so a kind vibe. And so then it got to me like, okay, I need to have these kind vibes, as most as I can, especially in the middle of the night. I wake up and I've got a million thoughts. I need a kind vibe first for me, and then for whoever I'm upset with or thinking about or is making me nervous or anxious or worried or whatever. And then it works. I set out a kind vibe in myself. I go in. I think of compassion. I think of love. I think of empathy. I think of acceptance. I think of forgiveness. The different terminologies that I use throughout all of the work that I do, and will show up soon in a course. Which might be there already. Face your fears. But all of these different things are all based on kindness and the vibration of kindness. And then it hit me. Okay, so I give myself a kind vibe and I send it out to others. And then all of a sudden there's more. And it was like, So it's like a signal to signal me when to have these kind vibes or not. And I just took the first two letters of both words, Kai-vai. It just came to me, the Wi-Fi signal, that we see on our phones and our computers, the little cone that, depending on how many bars we have on our Wi-Fi. So instead of Wi-Fi, which is wireless fidelity, Kai-vai, kindness vibration, or Kai-vai. And where is my signal strong and where is it weak? My Kai-vai signal. Well, where it's strong is when I'm in this state, when I'm connecting with clients, when I'm, you know, teaching, showing, helping, loving, with my daughter as much as I can, all these different things. My Kai-Vi is strong. Signal full strength. Where is it weak? Easy one for me. Driving. I mean, unbelievable how it immediately goes out the window, and I am aggressive. I am insulted. I am taking things personally. I am offended. I am defending, and I need to say, regardless of those driving around me. Because if I'm still basing on everybody driving around me, it's still me I'm letting in. I can still be safe and this and that. I can still have my opinions and feelings, but my kindness is out the window. I'm aggressive, I'm angry, and I'm driving ridiculously. So my Kai-Vi is weak. So guess what? This came to me, a little quick story, as quick as I can make it. Came to me in the middle of the night, my Kai-Vi signal is weak while I'm driving, so I need to strengthen it up. Well, good. I start driving the next morning and taking my daughter to school. That's where most of my driving is. Going about my business, picking her up, and driving home from picking her up. I'm behind a big SUV and making a right turn. Nobody's coming. Actually, the arrow is going. It's time to turn. And this person is just turning but not turning, like extra careful, looking at something. I don't know what they're doing, but they're holding me up. And man, I had Kai-Vi 0 off, killed. He gave me enough room where he went, and I went, really fast around him, and where I was squealing the tires and then moving out, like aggressively. And even my daughter, again, not the safest driving with my daughter, was like, wow, Daddy, that's, really fast. I'm like, yeah, but he's in my way. About 14 seconds later, he starts coming faster behind me. Boo, hits the signal, and it's an unmarked officer. So I was immediately humiliated because I'm like, I was completely wrong, completely aggressive, it wasn't anything I was doing was warranted or for the safety. So this officer, I pull over, comes out, and first of all, he's like a SWAT member. He's either a captain or sergeant, but, it wasn't usually the type of officer that pulls people over and gives tickets. But he was looking at me like, that's unsafe, and you got your dog. I'm like, I'm wrong, officer. My Kai-Vi starts to get strong again. I immediately admit I'm wrong, give him all my information, because I wasn't even trying to get out of anything. It's completely wrong. And just having compassion, that I was humiliated by doing this to the officer. He comes back, another officer pulls in. This one's marked. And he's kind of cracking jokes. Oh, you got pulled over by this guy, and they're having, and I'm like, yeah. What? And that officer the officer that was going to ticket me just said, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and gave me stuff back. And by the way, while I was talking to my daughter while we were waiting, because I haven't gotten a ticket and I haven't gotten pulled over in like 5 years, but my aggressiveness, I knew something was going to happen. I'm being triggered, and it's my trigger. I said, it's good to learn from your mistakes. It's even better to learn from somebody else's. And she said, yeah, I'm going to learn from that. And I'm like, yay, good. And so the officer comes by, he's smiling at my daughter. And I said, no, listen, I taught her not to do that too. She's learning from and we're laughing, and everybody's laughing. And the Kai-Vi is strong, and the signal, the kind vibes are going. And it felt really good, no ticket, but I felt like I got my lesson. Thank you. Very next morning, I drive her to school, and I drive back. And as soon as I get on this busy kind of thoroughfare, this van, kind of work van, going slow as molasses. Now, this was dangerous because it's going really slow getting onto traffic, and the traffic's going super fast, aggressively fast, going really slow. So you're just stuck. Now, Kai-Vi signal down again. Because my Kai-Vi signal's up, I just learned, okay, I just got to deal with it. It's okay. I'm not even in a rush. Even if I was, I just got to deal with it. I need to be safe. I need to be kind to myself and others. Nope. Went down. I got, again, not as egregiously because I wasn't insulted as much, but I was like, I got to go. As I got around him, somebody's coming in, boom, hits me. Pull over. The slow guy just keeps trucking down the road. You know what I mean? Not even knowing anything happened. I'm pulled over with this guy. We get out in the middle of the Southern Boulevard, which is a big thoroughfare. And he's like, well, you need to look. I'm like, I'm the one who's looking, and immediately the Kai-Vi goes back up. I look at my car. It's got some dent. It's got some scratch. I look at his, nothing. And he's looking at me, and I was like, I'll fix this up, have a nice day. He shakes my hand. He almost gives me a hug. I pat him on the back. Cars are flying by us, you know what I mean? But the Kai-Vi back up, kind vibe, have a good day, sir. It was an older gentleman, whatever, have a good day. I immediately got on Amazon, ordered my little dent fixers and stuff, which I need to do. But the point is, I had to learn twice. My Kai-Vi is so weak while I'm driving. First the pullover, but then it came back up. Then the accident, then it came back up. What do I need? You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, kind vibe. Knowing infinite, nurturing devotion as a valuable, inexhaustible, brilliant energy. And to feel that and explore that in myself and share that with you, not just here, but if I see you on the road on Southern Boulevard and wherever it is, to strengthen my Kai-Vi signal. We need good Wi-Fi. I need good Kai-Vi. The good news is I can strengthen that. That's up to me, how weak or strong it is. But sometimes I don't know. And that's why the signal is important. So I can gauge that and then put out more kind vibe to myself and to others.